Today we have a very, very special guest who I had a chance to talk to before we got on camera. Her name is Gabrielle Maes, and she has a very captivating story. Gabrielle, how you doing today?
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
Even better now that I've met you.
Yes. We had a great
yeah,
conversation that I really want to carry over to this part of the show. And so basically, let's just jump right into it.
Sure.
Tell us your story and the many roles that you told me about that you have in life.
Come from an immigrant family. My father was Jewish, grew up in Holland, Holocaust survivor. My mother was British. And I traveled a lot. I learned a lot about music from him. Mm-hmm. He was a pianist. And I lived in Israel. I lived in Singapore, Italy, Paris, Norway, Trinidad. Wow. Yeah. All these places, and at the same time I was working as a musician and teaching. I'm a teacher, I'm a performer, I'm a comedian, I'm an actor. I do all sorts of stuff.
So
anything to make a buck. And then, traveling a lot and spending a lot of time with different people, it's just very, very natural.
Right.
And then moving to Richmond, it just kind of confused me how everybody was so divided. I mean, not just in the black and white community, but also just as musicians, you have like little musical theater people stay here, and you have the classical people that stay here. And so, I wanted to create an environment where people could, like, interdisciplinary environment where people could sort of come together. So, I've created something called Voice Club, which kind of brings the disciplines together. And as a result, people from different walks of life, different cultures, and so on and so forth. For example, we had Taiwanese flamenco.
Hello, I'm Lamitha Reed Guy, owner of Memories in Song. Memories in Song is a music production company that captures, creates, and customizes original lullabies for infants and toddlers. We can make sure that you have one of these beautiful heirloom pieces in your home. Just provide us with the information and we'll go in the studio and customize your lullaby just for you. This is one of our beautiful adjacency products that you can get with your customized lullaby. As you can see, the picture of little Judah up front, and then on the inside, we have your actual lullaby encased. And then in the back, if you decide to get the DVD as well, we'll include that as well. These are 4 samples of our premier collections. The first is By the Sea. Our second one is very beautiful. As you can see, the jewel tones in the front, perfect for any mom or grandma, or even your little princess. Third, we have our little ballerina with her tutu, very cute, and frills on the front. And last but not least, we have, for any little boy or girl, Imagine, Dream, Believe. Live every moment, laugh every day, and love with all your heart. Your family can have one of these custom, beautiful lullabies to cherish for generations to come. Memories in Song, a music production company that captures, creates, and customizes original lullabies for infants and toddlers. Thank you.
If you think that old car in your driveway isn't good for much, Ronald McDonald House Charities of Richmond would like to turn your thinking around. Please donate your vehicle and help provide a home away from home for families with seriously ill, hospitalized children. We'll pick it up for you, and a hefty tax reduction might be rolling your way. CW Richmond would like to thank CDS Tractor Trailer Training for sponsoring the Ronald McDonald House Car Donation Program, keeping families close.
First, understand that we get it done. We don't run to competition, we just watch them run. So you can place your bets, homie, we already won. We defended every right when they...
Hello, I'm Jimmy with Stumps Pig and Pint, located on Stork Jackson Ward. We specialize in slow cooked meats, handmade sides, and awesome homemade desserts. Cooking from the heart to feed your soul.
Slash singers on the last one, and we have spoken word, we do all sorts of stuff. So I'm very interested in the arts, and I'm very interested in preserving the arts, because it's sacred. And we, getting the community involved, and getting also people involved from various different disciplines, because the more you have that, the better you can the more networking
Right.
people can do, the more support system you have.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's my goal.
Yes,
Is
yes.
to be somewhat of a mentor at this point in my life, since I've raised so many kids and
Yes.
I've worked all over the place. And again, what I've also been doing is, because Richmond is very rich in architectural spaces, you know, that have, in some sense, dilapidated spaces. So I managed to get in, and we've done concerts there. So we did a concert of spirituals, for example. It was really cool. We did it at night, and like all the trains going by and the cicadas
Wow.
going and stuff.
I can imagine that was very,
Yeah,
very...
yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
So to generate an excitement and to bring our community together, mainly, because that's a serious, it's lacking. You know,
Wow,
this
wow.
sort of connection with people. And so, yeah, that's and my goal right now is to do that and support the artist community.
So Gabrielle, you mentioned that you do the worst opera singer. Is the show? Is that right?
Well, actually, the play is called Souvenir.
Okay.
And it's kind of a poignant, hilarious comedy about the life of this woman who existed in, she was from New York, and she was very, very wealthy socialite. And she catapulted to fame because she was so bad.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, her name was Florence Foster Jenkins.
Okay.
And so it's a two-man show written by Stephen Temperley. And yeah, it's just about the relationship between her pianist and her.
Okay.
And she actually sang solo at Carnegie Hall and sold out.
Wow.
Yeah, she was
She was
terrible.
that terrible.
She was terrible,
Okay.
but she was so theatrically terrible that people would, you know, they died to go see her play.
Okay.
She wanted to sing.
So-
They wanted to see her play.
Well, before we move ahead more in
Yeah.
the background,
Yes.
what we want you to do is give us a tidbit
Oh.
of that character.
Are you sure?
No pressure.
Caro Nome, written by the wonderful Verdi, don't you know? Oh, he's just wonderful. Caro Nome, che io cor mi di sempre rammentar. Oh, not bad, eh? So the show is called Souvenir, and it's happening February 20th, running all the way till March 7th.
Okay.
So hopefully you can come and see it. It's very, very, very funny. And it's being directed by somebody who's won the Artsy Award twice for Best Director, and Levi Mirovich, he's like a really well-known actor in the city. So, yeah.
Well, Gabrielle, thank you so
Oh,
much
thank you,
for
Damon.
joining us today on Chopping It Up at Stumps. And listen, please, if you could get the people your handle, your Facebook, whatever it may be, where they can find you at.
You can find me, Gabrielle